Hey everybody, it's Reckless. So, as you know, update 1.1.2 is live now. And I'm not gonna lie, it was an extremely huge file. And I'll show you that in just a second. So this file was actually a little bit over 6 gigs. And minutes later, while still trying to download it, even with an SSD, it still took a while to do. So I actually started downloading my Mortal Kombat stuff and while I was waiting. But I actually made a video about this update a couple days ago. It's a two-part video, and a lot has changed. So the first thing I actually want to talk about is the vault space, and it did indeed change. The armor slots went up to 24. Oops, sorry. The armor slots went up to 24. The weapon slots went up to 36, and the general items went up to 24 also. Unfortunately, for the Xbox 360 users and the PS3 users, Bungie actually disabled gear comparison in the vault in order to make those additional memory slots. So sorry. The next thing Bungie actually implemented was colorblind support. In order to go through that, you need to press your start or options button, go all the way down to the settings and down to accessibility, and there it is. If you are colorblind in a specific way, these will actually help you see colors that normally people will see, like green, blue, purple, yellow, just like this. Those colors were equivalent to these for you. So that's a cool little feature that that's a cool little feature that Bungie actually implemented. The next thing that Bungie actually implemented was audio controls. And in order to get to that, you need to press your option start button, go all the way down to the settings, and over to audio. Now, it allows you to have game volume from totally off, and as you can tell, you can't hear anything, to 100%, where you get all the extra ambient noise in the background from everything that's going on, or the chat volume from 50% all the way up to 125. You also, in this area, can toggle on and off the music, just in case you don't want to hear the music at all, you just want to hear the gunfire. It's pretty cool. Like I said, you can toggle that on and off. The next thing that Bungie actually added in this update was item locking. Now what item locking does is it prevents you from actually accidentally dismantling your gear or weapons. For that, what you would have to do is you have to go into the details with either your gear or your weapons by pressing triangle or the equivalent for whatever system you have, and go up to the name of the piece of gear and hit the R3 button, or again whatever equivalent system you have to the R3 button, and just hit that, and that goes on and off. So that's for the armor and also for the weapons. However, later on I realized that you don't have to even hover over the lock. You could just press the R3 button over the item and it'll lock and unlock it. So the next thing is the little purple ball in the tower. They actually brought it back. It was hard for me to find one too. It only took a while because every time I went into an area, they either weren't there or somebody already hit it off the balcony. So as you can see, it's a little interactive purple ball, and that light inside the ball actually lights up depending on the time of day, which is pretty cool. So we're gonna do what we do best when other people have the ball, and yes, I am that guy. We are going to hit it off the balcony. Looks pretty cool though. Bye-bye, ball. So the next thing Bungie added was the ability to wear your helmets in social places. Now, in order to do this, you need to press your options or start button, go down to settings, and go to helmet. You can remove in social spaces or wear in social spaces. As you see right now, my helmet is off, and now it is on. I like that. It's pretty cool. A lot of people wanted this, you know, in the beginning, but hey, you know, now you get to wear it wherever you go. So the next thing Bungie actually changed was in the user interface. And the first part is the way that quests, pretty much the way they look. Quests and quest activities. Pretty much what it means by is bounties. Right now, they actually have a different look from what they did previously. And I'm pretty sure you could look at one of my other videos, that way you can see what it looks like previous to the update. And besides this, another thing that they changed was you can actually now hide the UI when you're inspecting items. That way you can use it for whatever screenshot purposes or sharing however you want. In order to do that, you need to go to your weapon or armor and just click L3, and down here at the bottom, as you can see, it says hide menu, and it makes it 100% disappear. Only bad part about this is you can't use the R3 stick to look around the weapon or anything like that, and as soon as you move the L3 stick again, everything pops right back up. So the next part of this video, I'm just going to read off everything that I haven't mentioned, that I can't actually show you, that Bungie did in the update 1.1.2. Obviously, it's going to help out you audio learners versus those people who actually don't like reading, like myself, unless it's something I'm interested in. So anyways, we're going to start off with the weapons. For the general, Bungie fixed a bug that caused a player to lose ammo when switching weapons while dead. They also fixed a bug where ammo consumables did not reliably replenish ammo. The pocket infinity behavior is less likely to fail during edge case conditions, and the fourth horseman weapon stats restored to the original intended values. The next part of the weapons are the perks that were actually fixed. They updated Thorn's first-person player feedback poison effect, which is pretty much the ticks. The white nail perk no longer triggers on immune targets, so that's obviously good. The defensive reflex, which is on the don't touch me's for the hunter, that perk no longer triggers on throwing knives. Also, for the performance bonus ammo on fusion rifles is reduced to match shotguns and sniper rifles, which pretty much means you have less ammo. And also, they fixed an issue that was introduced in update 1.1.1 that allowed the icebreaker to persist ammo after respawn. No idea what that means. Now, as for everything that goes on in the world, apparently the quest loot pyramid babbles are now easier to spot. That's pretty much the bounties that you find. The patrols that you do in the regular worlds, whether you're on a planet or a moon. Then they added quest indicator badges to the tower when a quest is either completed and ready to turn in. The next are a couple of bug fixes for the world. There's actually 4 of them. Bungie implemented a bug fix where major thralls had 2 jaws and 2 left hands. I've never seen that. They fixed a bug where players equipped items did not receive experience for completing those missions that they were doing. Then they fixed a bug where the Black Garden level 30 featured story was incorrectly listed at level 28. And finally, for the world, they fixed a bug where heavy ammo consumables were not available for purchase from Xur. So apparently now Xur is going to have heavy ammo every weekend. Hopefully, that's exactly what that means. The next part is strikes, and this has to do with Cerberus Vey 3, which has Valus Ta'arik and the Dust Palace. As everybody knows, the Dust Palace and primarily the Cerberus Vey 3, which had Valus Ta'arik on it, were extremely the hardest strikes to do. And as I just finished stating, Valus Ta'arik was one of the, pretty much the main reason why they actually did this. So what they did was they nerfed the strength of Valus Ta'arik by 33%, and also reduced the number of major combatants in the Valus Ta'arik fight itself, which is obviously good. And the Dust Palace, they reduced the number of majors in the Scion Flare fight, and also lowered the strength on the Scion Flare shields. So now it'd be easier to take them both down. The next part that was actually fixed in the 1.1.2 update are the raids. As for the Vault of Glass, the Vault of Glass will no longer display a highlighted activity notification despite players' best efforts to remove it. I have no idea what that means. Bungie fixed the bug where splash damage could penetrate the I can't even say that. The Aegis bubble, whatever that is. I want to assume it's the Titan bubble, but I'm not too sure, so do not quote me on that. Also, Shield Relic melee attacks now land Minotaurs more consistently. Oh, and also they improved issues associating with walking through the teleport. It's kind of weird how they didn't actually specify what they actually did. I want to say that if you walk through the teleport, you won't spawn on the opposite side of where you just showed up at. But since they didn't specify that, then I guess you could say don't quote me on that either. As for Crota's End, and Crota's End is actually very useful for the things they actually changed. Starting with, Crota will now wait until fully standing before a sword attack, which I highly doubt that'll actually happen. But we'll see if that actually does happen or not. Then Bungie fixed a bug where the sword immediately despawned after killing a sword bearer. Now I know a lot of people that I've played the raid with has had this issue, and it's extremely frustrating. And now swords will now last a full 30 seconds after being picked up. So now that we got a timer on it, that makes it a little bit better. So yeah. So the next part is all about PvP, which is about the general, maps, and ammunition. Starting off with the general, they greatly reduced the greatly reduced the weighting of Blind Watch and Firebase Delphi in Control, Iron Banner, and Inferno Control playlists. They fixed the bug where a player that was killed by an enemy could commit suicide and be revived for points. They fixed the bug that prevented players from receiving points for neutralizing a control zone. Also, they fixed the bug where capture points were not properly disabled after the game ends. They added incremental revive timers to skirmish and salvage. Now, each time a teammate revives you, it takes longer before you can be revived again. Currently a +5 each revive, so +5 seconds each revive. Stopping power now requires shotgun kills instead of sprees. Well, that's awesome. Target practice now requires hand cannon kills instead of sprees. And executioner now requires fusion rifle kills instead of sprees. So those are all good. Now for the maps, anomaly added invisible physics over the pool table to keep people from hiding. Shores of Time added kill volume to the open edge of the A cave and to keep players from hiding. And also the Burning Shrine moved the spawn point to fix the camera view. So with the anomaly and Shores of Time, apparently they don't want you hiding anymore, which I don't understand why not. You know, it's PvP. You know, you're supposed to be aware of your surroundings anyways. As for the ammunition, crates are now visible for all players long before they are available to pick up, with a countdown timer adding to show when they will arrive. Oh, that's pretty cool. Guardians will no longer drop special ammo on death. Lowered the amount of special ammo picked up from crates from 50% to 25%. That's pretty much half of the ammo they actually gave you prior to this. Special ammo crate respawn time raised from 45 seconds to 120 seconds. The increased drop radius when a friendly picks up a special ammo crate from 20 meters to 100 meters. Slightly increased interaction time on special ammo crate from 0.1 seconds to 0.8 seconds. Reduced the number of special crates on the map and relocated them from 6 to 8 crates to 3 to 5 crates. Apparently Bungie doesn't want you to have special ammo or too much of it. Now special and heavy ammo bricks despawn when a player dies, or on a timer, 20 seconds for special and 30 seconds for heavy. Heavy ammo now lets anyone know which player or faction picked up ammo. And then the last part is increased warning time on heavy ammo from 10 seconds to 15 seconds. So besides what I already mentioned on the UI, they fixed a bug where precision kills did not appear correctly in the PGCR, and also UI flyouts are now easier to navigate, i.e. the Amazon flyout menu. I have no idea what that is. I don't even think if I've seen it before. So the next thing they actually fixed was some stuff in the audio. They fixed an issue where Stealth Vandal's audio was being suppressed by gunfire or other loud sounds. Titan Ward of Dawn now has audio indicators at low energy, so players can more easily read when it will time out. And the last part for the audio is players walking into enemy Wars of Dawn now hear a sound when blindness is applied. And the last two fixes in the update 1.1.2 are the companion apps and the technical. Real quick, they fixed an issue where Combined Arms Grimoire cards was pointing to the wrong unlock conditions, and they also fixed an issue where Grimoire cards were awarding the incorrect number of Grimoire points. And in the technical, there's 3 things they actually fixed. They fixed a rare soft lock when a player's internet connection drops. They clarified error that displays when user has insufficient hard drive space, and then also better handling of rest mode / resume on the PS4, from which they still don't apply that, which I don't understand why they say better handling. So that is everything for the update 1.1.2. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And also follow me on Twitch, Twitter, and Facebook. This is Reckless, and I'll see you guys later.
Understand their power and haunt the realms where they gather.